In April, Sovelmash simultaneously fulfilled several important tasks: to complete the Design and Engineering Technology Bureau, to obtain a construction completion certificate, and to prepare for the launch of production on the territory of the Design and Technology Bureau. On the first floor of the administrative and utility building, the finishing stage has reached the final phase: installation of tiles and formation of sanitary facilities. The offices of the Design and Technology Bureau employees received their names. Signs on the doors were made by Sovelmash. Interior finishing continued on the second floor. Ventilation and lighting were installed. On the third floor of the production part, the floor was dry screeded. Tiles were installed in some rooms. Heating radiators and ventilation were being installed. Tile and linoleum were laid on the mezzanine of the second floor. Fencing structures were installed. Installation of ventilation and air conditioning systems continued. Nitrogen generators and lighting were installed in the shop. In April, representatives of State Technical Surveillance Agency worked at the construction site. They checked the readiness of electrical equipment to connect the facility to the permanent power supply. A protocol was drawn up with remarks that will have to be eliminated as soon as possible. The installation of the building's cooling system continued. The second hall of the cooling center was filled with equipment. The dry cooling towers were tied down and piping was painted. On the outside of the building, the assembly of reinforcing structures for pouring the concrete base for the noise barrier began. Benches and garbage bins were installed on the territory. Finishing of the entrance group was underway. The installation of piles on which part of the fence and gates will stand has started. A very large amount of work was also carried out in terms of preparing the documents necessary for obtaining a conclusion on the completion of construction. The equipment of Design and Technology Bureau Sovelmash was used to manufacture products of our own design: stators for quad-rotor propellers, semi-finished parts for water-cooled engines, blanks for the frame of the quad-rotor. On April the 5th, the first SOLARGROUP offline conference for the country was held in the Brazilian city of Manaus. The event was attended by about 50 people, investors and partners of the project from Brazil. They learned about the project's opportunities, news and advantageous promotions for investors, and got answers to all their questions. The following people spoke in front of the guests. Via video conference, Pavel Filipov, Head of Advertising and Public Relations, and Andrei Lobov, Director of Production Corporation Resource. In person, SOLARGROUP's leading partner in Latin America, Leomen Diaz, and leading partner in Brazil, Andrés Santos. On April the 22nd, a reporting webinar was held with SOLARGROUP's top managers, Sergei Semerov, CEO, Pavel Filipov, and Sergei Shevchenko, head of the partner network. The speakers summarized the interim results of the project financing, talked about corporatization, and answered questions. The link to the recording of the broadcast is in the description to this video. A functionality for preparing for corporatization was launched in the back office, which will allow to form a register of future shareholders. This is the most important stage in the realization of the Duyunov Motors project. The functionality is now available to investors from Club 100, then Club 1000 members will have access to it, and then investors from Russia and all others. This phased opening of access is necessary in order to test the functionality and approve its operation if necessary. But already now, every investor can independently prepare for corporatization. Pass verification in the back office if it has not yet been passed. If you have already been verified, check the relevance of personal data, and if they have changed, verify again. Update your phone number and email so that we can contact you promptly in case of any questions. In April, the capabilities of electric motors with combined windings were tested on several vehicles at once. Engineer Igor Korokov, the owner of the electric car Lada Illada, rewound the factory motor using Slavyanka technology and also replaced the controller, battery, and some other units of the car. After modernization, the range has doubled due to the efficiency of the engine. It became possible to drive without a cooling system. During the tests, the fast acceleration from a place and excellent rolling down the mountain impressed everyone. A gasoline car O-car has been converted into an electric car thanks to a motor with combined windings DA100SL produced by ASPP Weihai. The owner of the car, Nikolai Lopatin, was completely satisfied with the conversion, which he uses for daily transportation. O-car travels 60 km on one charge. It takes 3 hours to charge. An electric car from the production corporation Resource with the engine on Slavyanka was tested on an open professional track. The test showed that it is necessary to improve cooling of the engine, to finalize the gas pedal and other details. Such a thorough elimination of deficiencies is necessary for the electric car to surpass the gasoline counterparts in its driving qualities and reliability. And we remind you that electric transport is only one of many spheres of application of Slavyanka technology, where motors produced by ASPP Weihai under the license of ASPP are now used. Sovelmash engineering company is developing even more efficient motors with combined windings for different areas. By investing in the project, you become co-owners of a unique enterprise.